signaling the start of another day. I wake up every morning and struggle to drag myself out of bed. Lingering darkness engulfs my mind. My room, a microcosm of my turmoil, remained in perpetual disarray. Nobody sees, nobody understands. My days are like a turbulent storm, where every breath feels heavy, and every step is a struggle. I try to put on a facade of normalcy as I walk downstairs. In the kitchen, I find my parents engrossed in their own world, oblivious to the battle raging inside me. They had no idea how crippling it was to face each day, pretending everything was fine. They saw me as a moody teenager. They attributed my quiet demeanor to the typical teenage phase. They encouraged me to make friends, join clubs, and embrace the opportunities that youth had to offer. But for me, each social interaction felt like navigating a minefield, a perilous journey, where every step could trigger an explosion of panic. At school, I honed the craft of disguising, masking my suffering behind a facade of fake cheers and smiles. Locker doors slammed shut as the hallway bustled with activity. Linoleum flooring echoed to the rhythmic thud of shoes and sneakers. As the first bell rang to signal the beginning of the day, I was submerged in a sea of laughter. The sound waves crashing against me, my lungs became constricted, as if I were drowning in the ocean. In classrooms, I was a ghost, drifting through lessons like a ship lost at sea. The vibrant chatter around felt like a distant murmur, and even the most straightforward assignments transformed into insurmountable obstacles. During lunch breaks, I sought solace in the library. The scent of old books mingled with the hushed whispers of forgotten tales. The world within those pages offered a temporary escape from my reality, a portal to places where suffering was confined to fictional characters only. It was a race against time in the afternoons. The time clock represented the internal race I was running, with each minute standing in for the countdown. After the final bell rang, I trudged back home, my backpack heavy with textbooks and the weight of unspoken struggles. The whispers of anxiety consumed me like wildfire, burning away my illusion of peace. Each passing moment was an avalanche of doubts, drowning out my self-confidence. Life had become a mountain to climb, and I was feeling small and defeated. Wishing someone will notice, reach out, and rescue me from this abyss. My nights are filled with sleepless torment, plagued by nightmares that bled into reality. The shadows on my bedroom walls twist and contort, mirroring the twisted thoughts that haunt me. The solitude of my room became both refuge and prison. My mind, a battlefield where fear, depression, and self-doubt waged an unrelenting war. Sleep became an elusive dream, slipping through my fingers like grains of sand. I lie awake, my mind spinning with worries. Nobody hears the silent cries that escape my lips, the silent pleas for an escape from this relentless suffering. I longed for someone to understand, to see the invisible chains that bound my spirit. I yearned for the day when the world would recognize my battle. I dreamt of a day when I could break free from this suffocating silence and find solace in the warmth of understanding hearts. But until then, my suffering continues, concealed behind a mask that society expects me to wear. Months went by, and the load of unresolved issues continued to weigh heavily on my shoulders. My grades plummeted, the distance between my peers and I grew wider, and any friendships I had dissolved. One day, while wandering through the library, I stumbled upon a book. Its pages contained stories of individuals who had faced battles with mental health, a topic I knew little about. These individuals found the courage to seek help and reclaim their lives. Inspired by their resilience, I realized that I didn't have to endure this pain alone. The world wouldn't turn away from me anymore. My suffering needed to be heard. I wanted to fight, to break through the quiet, to be more than just a husk of uncertainty and fear, hoping that somewhere, somehow, my voice would reach the ears of those who could make a difference. I finally told my parents what was going on after months of studying and gathering up my strength. I admitted to them that I had traveled the treacherous road of mental health alone up until this point, an invisible warrior fighting a battle that often feels unwinnable. Their initial shock and worry quickly turned into unflinching support. With tears in their eyes, they gave me a warm embrace, determined to help and support me in my healing journey. Therapy became a lifeline, a safe space where I could unravel the tangles of my mind. Medication offered a glint of stability, and with time, my world began to shift. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but I was no longer traveling it alone. My therapist taught me that buried behind the weight of my suffering is a strong soul that is just yearning to blossom. As the years passed, my laughter became genuine, my steps grew lighter, and the library transformed from a haven of escape into a realm of knowledge and inspiration. I rekindled friendships, forged new connections, and discovered talents I never knew I possessed. My story became a testament to the power of resilience, the strength that lies within even the most fragile of hearts. And as I gazed at the moonlight one evening before bed, I realized that I had found my voice, and I was ready to share my story, to serve as an example for anyone who might be traveling the same lonesome journey I once did. Because even in the darkest of nights, the tiniest spark can ignite a flame that burns so bright, and one day, that flame will light the way and change narrative of your life.